Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Miss D Happiness, the Spaghetti Goddess. And today we have a special guest from the taping of the Bayou. Now, this was the Bayou, the Divine showed me, Bayou Baddies. So we're going to let her explain a little bit more about that. But can you introduce yourself, my guest?
Hi, my name is Imagine, but everybody calls me Nay. I'm 24 and I live in Las Vegas. I was currently casted to go on a show called The Bayou Baddest that turned out to be something else. So, yeah, that's what we'll be discussing today.
Okay. So I'm sending you something on your phone. Do you have your phone with you? Right there?
Yes.
Okay, so I just sent you my one question before we start getting into the taping here, the interview. I always ask everybody, and you just said you were 24. What generation are you from? So would that be Millennium or ZX? Z now?
Um, Honestly, I don't know. I
Look
don't
at your
even know.
look at your phone. I just sent you a message.
Okay.
It's gonna break it down for you.
Okay. So I want to say I am generation, is that Alpha?
The generation Alpha. So 2013. That's you're born 2013,
Oh,
2025.
wait, no. I'm looking at the wrong. What's 1990? Oh, Z. There we go.
Generation Z. Okay.
Okay,
So
I'm looking at the wrong one.
that's okay. I think Divine's the Generation Z. Divine is my daughter, guys, if you don't know that. And this is one of her good friends here. And it was a pleasure for Nay to even sit down and have this one-on-one with me. But the Bayou, I was looking at some tapes of it now. Now we may not understand the baddies, but was this a takeoff on the original baddies? That's what they were trying to do.
So well, it was called the baddest.
Oh, the baddies. I'm
The
sorry.
baddest, yeah. So
Okay.
I guess I don't really know. Like, what I was told was that we were supposed to be, showcasing our talents. We were supposed to be networking with each other, doing positive stuff for the community out there in Louisiana and just having a good time. But it turned out like she was really messy. So like it kind of was turning out to be like worse than baddies, like horrible.
Oh Lordy, what do
Yeah.
you think that she was trying to prove with this taping? What do you think she was trying to prove for this? What do you think?
Honestly, I think she was trying to be the next Natalie Nunn. So
Mm,
maybe that's what she was trying to do. I have no idea, but it didn't work out for her.
right. And is that really a 2023 thing? Still having reality shows and all women are just fighting amongst themselves? Is that where we still are at right now?
It seems like that's where we're at right now because that's what everyone wants to do with their life. They just want to fight on TV and like I didn't go for that and I made that clear in the chat. Like we had a personal group chat with all the girls that were going to be on that season and like I would always make it clear like I'm not coming on here to fight and argue and just do the most. Like I'm actually coming here to like show off how I do hair, how I do makeup, network with other women. Maybe we can like, build something out of meeting each other. So, but yeah.
Yeah, and it's sad. I do express that. I feel like women we should stick together, not fight amongst each other.
Right.
It's not a good look. It's not a good look. And I'm proud of you having a stance on what direction this was not going to go. I'm proud of you, ladies. I will applaud that. So it takes a lot to stand up for what you feel that's right.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, sorry.
I did make some good friends out of this. So, the girls that I went in there with, we were all talking in the chat before, and we had got close in the chat when we met there. We all still bonded and clicked, and we made the best out of it and had a lot of fun.
That's
But
that. Mhm.
but we did not film. We did film for a couple of hours, but we didn't film anything after the chaos.
Now wait. Let's build up to the chaos because when I heard this, it was just like I had to have you on here because it was like I'm sorry to say, people, it was a shit show. I was just like, what? I mean, you took your time to get out there hoping for, just like you're saying, networking. And thank goodness you did find some good people out of this mayhem.
Right.
Sometimes, what is say? What's that thing that Tupac says? Something grew from the concrete. A rose. I think it was some kind of flower. I can't even think of it.
I think it was a rose. I think it was a
Okay,
rose.
rose grew from a concrete or something like that. Some kind of metaphor he had. Okay, so now on the was there a contract?
So there was a contract that I never seen. I mean, she sent us the rough draft of how it was supposed to look like when we got it, but she basically said that no one was signing it virtually. We'll all be signing it in person, and no one signed anything. Like I'd never seen a contract.
Wow. I hate when people do that. I mean, you're young, you're just trying to make it, just trying to get out there. Maybe there's a different avenue than that. Like maybe make your own destination. Maybe, the YouTube channel. You girls get together and you guys collect. You do something together to have eyes on you and the positivity.
So I definitely have been thinking about doing my own little thing. So I can't wait to put it all together. Right now I just have the little thoughts I'm piecing together, but nothing too big right now.
Hey, we all got to start somewhere. I'm starting small. Hell, this YouTube channel, I deleted my original one that had thousands of followers on an accident. Okay? So I got to rebuild this. So you take your time, but put it in place. Don't wait. Don't wait for when it's right, because it's never going to be right.
Right.
So jump in now. If you're going to do it, I would say do a YouTube channel and just have you talking, and then whatever builds up from that. But you have eyes and people are seeing your positivity. Even showcase your hair, because Divine hair is my daughter. Once again, her hair looks beautiful, and she says that you do it. I mean, I see some talent.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And I'm wearing this loud green color because I can't wear the loud hair color. I'm just sorry. I represent the loud colors because the little videos I seen, everyone had orange hair, red hair, blue hair. I mean, it was a pack of Skittles. So in a cute way, some Skittle cutes, okay? But I hope that something does come from this. I hope something positive does come from this, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Do you think that you would ever try and, audition for something like this again?
I definitely will. I mean, I personally had a lot of fun. I did spend a lot of unnecessary money, but I just learned my lesson this first time. So I know next time, what to look out for and what I should expect. So I definitely would do it again, just not on no baddies. Like I really was just telling my fiance, like, I don't want to be on no baddies. Like, no, I don't.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm a generation X. So I'm 1970 person. So with my perspective, looking in, because I don't know how to, I got a Gen Z here to Generation Z here too, but just looking in, I think that we have to do our research. I mean, it's not called being a stalker. It's actually taking care of your best behalf. Like, is this really worth it?
Right.
We gotta dig a little deeper. You gotta. I always get fired from my jobs, but I always take something away. The last job, they always used to say, probing questions. So you always have to put that there. Like the contract, I would have said, I need to sign that before I get on any kind of plane.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I didn't really want to sign it because I didn't know what she could use the contract against. Like, say for instance, I'm happy I didn't sign it because she did film us without our consent. We didn't sign anything, and she's trying to post like videos and short clips and stuff, but like she can get sued for that. So I'm glad I didn't sign the contract, because if I did, then she would be able to post me.
Okay. So good for you. Good for you. So let's go back a little bit. So you ladies flew into now you in Vegas. Y'all had to fly all the way to New Orleans, correct?
Mhm.
Oh
Yes.
Lordy. Oh Lordy. And so from there it was fine. But what build up to now everyone's asking what is the build up? Because it was like you guys just went crazy and just started fighting the person. Like y'all it was something with the person that brought you guys together, correct?
Right. Okay, so when me and my girls first got in, we already had our own Airbnb because we came 2 days early before filming. We wanted to meet all the girls that we were already close with in the chat, and we all had basically pieced up on an Airbnb. And when we got to New Orleans, Kenna was supposed to come pick us up, but she never came to come pick us up. We literally ended up seeing one of the other cast members at the airport, and she offered us a ride to her hotel. So we ended up having to hitch a ride with her to her hotel to get into where we were going. Because first off, it was called Mardi Gras, like in like the New Orleans part. Yeah, I'm saying
Right.
that's right. Yeah, the New Orleans part. She had us go all the way to Baton Rouge, 2 hours away from New Orleans. So
What?
we weren't even filming in New Orleans. Like, where were we? Where were we even going? Anyways, we had got our own Airbnb after we had left Old Girls Hotel. Kenna was saying she was gonna come pick us up from there too. Not once was answering the phones. It seemed like she was ignoring our texts. Like she kept telling us, "Oh, I'm at work. See if you can ride with this person, or I'm looking for someone to pick you up." But like when we were home, you were telling us, "Oh, I'm going to meet you guys there at the airport. I'm gonna pick you guys up. I got you guys. Da 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 da. All this other stuff." So I'm glad we did end up getting that Airbnb, because if we wouldn't have got it, we probably would have been stranded, having to look for hotels, and it would have been just even more crazier. But we had to pay almost $100 just to get to our Airbnb from the girls' hotel. And once we got to the Airbnb, we had the most fun there for the first 2 days. We had a blast. And our last day there, Kenna was supposed to come meet us, never came to meet us. Oh, by the way, I was supposed to get my nails done when I touched down to New Orleans, because I wasn't able to get them done out here in Las Vegas. And I was supposed to get them done with her. But when I got out there, I was calling her, texting her, like, "Hey, where you at? Are we still getting our nails done? Like, I can't film and not have my nails done. Like, what's going on?" Huh?
It's okay. We live. It happens. The babies are calling. But yeah, this is a crazy story. Don't know all the way to Bayous though. You got to go all the way to New Orleans in 1 hour, 2 hours away. That's crazy. Uh-oh, babies are calling. But it's okay. Yeah, so 2 hours away. I've never been to New Orleans, but I can just imagine. You fly into Las Vegas and you gotta go all the way to the prom. And you thinking your hopes and dreams are you supposed to be in Vegas, and now you at the whole city. I don't know. I'll be thinking something too. What is going on? But it happens. We do have to learn from our lessons.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
I forgot to lock my door. My kids came here.
That's okay.
All right. So where was I again? Okay, so I was supposed to get my nails done with her, and yeah, she didn't answer. I wasn't able to get my nails done. When I had got to where we were going, my nails weren't even done. So I was very upset about that.
So that was the first little mistake, right? Well,
no,
that's like the fourth or fifth mistake all in line.
So the first red flag to me personally, this is why I was already low key prepared, and I kind of expected something to not turn out right, because she kept promising us, certain things. Like we were supposed to have a float. The float that we were supposed to have, I guess she said that the guy was trying to scam her for her money. She asked for her money back. We had to look for a different float. If we didn't get a float, we were going to get a party bus. And I was like, we were supposed to have a float. Like I wanted to experience New Orleans on a float, going down, waving to everyone, throwing beads. I wanted to do
Right.
that because that's what I was promised. But no. So that was the first red flag for me.
Mm.
The second red flag was when, let's see, what did she do secondly that I did not like? The whole contract thing too. Like, how do you not already have your contract prepared? And then you can also tell it was done on Google Docs. Like, it just didn't even look like a legitimate contract. That's why I was looking like, it looks sketchy. I'm not signing that until like I actually see when I get there, what things look like, what the production looks like. What does the house look like? Yeah. So that was the second red flag. The third red flag is when she lied. I feel like she lied to us because she said that a network was trying to connect with us. And when we connected with the network and we asked them about her, they said that she never even contacted them. So I was like, no, I'm confused. It was just a lot of crazy stuff going on, but I did meet people out of this, and we were gonna stick to it. We already put our so much time and effort into it, so we were like, let's just see what happens out of this. You never know. Bad opportunities sometimes turn into a good opportunity.
It does. It does.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So once we left our Airbnb, we were told that we were supposed to be going to a house, and our security, they were staying with us. So our security went to that house that we were supposed to be filming in, and when they came back to our house, they had told us like, oh my gosh, you guys are going to be so upset. Like, the house looks crazy. Like, I don't think this is something that you guys are going to want to stay in. Knowing the house that we paid for, that we just stayed in for 2 days, like what it looked like compared to where we were going, they knew that we were going to be upset. And I'm over here thinking like maybe we won't be upset. Maybe it's not that bad. Like, no, it was real bad.
Oh Lordy.
My charger. Sorry, my phone is.
It's okay. So it was just a lot of red flags. And at the end of the day, what happened? Like, were you guys out when the big eruption happened? Like, I'm trying to figure out the chaos. Like, were you, I'm gonna stop saying like too. Were you, was this outside at the club when the altercation or the miscommunication, not even miscommunication, but when you guys had enough?
So when we had enough was when we were already at the house. Let's see. So when we already had enough before we even got to the house, because Kenna was lying to us, like promising us things, and she had her friend that was actually there and was like trying to make things better, but was making things a lot worse. Sorry, let me put my phone down a little. She was actually making things a lot worse. It just was like, it was crazy. It was just chaotic. Like, after we had left our Airbnb, it was just super chaotic. It was a lot of drama. As soon as we got to the house, me and my girls, we kind of like came in there like, okay, we were the first ones there at the house, like to even see what the house that we were filming in looked like. And it was horrible. It looked like a duplex, like a little apartment with 3 bedrooms. Was it 3? Yeah, I think it was a 3-bedroom. Mind you, it was like 30 plus girls that were there.
What?
Yeah, it was 30 plus girls that were there.
I did not know that. I thought it was like 5 of y'all.
No, it was 30
girls in a 3-bedroom duplex.
She told us that I guess she got scammed and that there were 2 houses, and she split the house up in 2 different teams. I guess her best friend that didn't even know her first name, didn't know where she lived, nothing, but her best friend was supposed to be the team captain of the other house. Mind you, she split up me and all of my homegirls that we had met. Like, she had split us all up because she felt like we were too powerful, because we all, like, basically, like, nobody was messing with us. Like, nobody was on our level. Like, so she she split us up, and then there was no second house. Like when we got there, we were like, okay, so where's the second house? Because we're not staying here. This house literally looks like it has bed bugs, roaches. The dishwasher was dirty. It had like old gunky water. It looked like lake
Oh
water.
Lord.
It looked like lake water built up in the dishwasher. The kitchen lights did not even work. Like they didn't turn on.
Oh Lord. Sound like y'all
And
had an episode of Hostel 4 going down.
right,
over here.
it was literally crackheads coming up to the house asking for people. Like I'm like, where are we at? Like we were far out when we were in our Airbnb. We were like in the middle of nowhere, and like we're nice, big, huge houses where people have horses. It was just our house was so beautiful, and it was nice. The backyard was huge. It looked like a little forest in the backyard. It rained real hard while we were there. Like it was just beautiful in our Airbnb. So to go from ours to that, I was like, who does she think we are? Like, does she think we are like some runaway teenagers, or like some like I don't even know what she expected us to think about that, because she thought we weren't going to be mad, like saying like, oh, we got scammed. What do you guys expect me to do? You guys shouldn't have expected too much from me. But I'm like, how should we have not expected too much from you when you invited 30 plus females to
Wow.
be casted on your show? And everyone showed up, because she kept saying everyone's not going to show up. That's why I keep adding more girls in, and da 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 da. And I'm like, why are you adding these many people into a group saying that they're going to be in a house with us when there's only enough room? Well, from what we were told, how big the house was, there were only enough room for 12 of us, 12, 15 of us. But then you also have to think about production, the camera crew. You have to think about the host, the security. Where are they going to sleep? Are they going to sleep on the floor? So I was like, this is just crazy.
Oh
So
my.
while we were there, we were just like, we're not staying there. Like we were already looking for our own Airbnb to leave again. And we basically had told her like, we'll come film with y'all, but we are not staying in here. Like I'm not staying in here. And things just kind of went south after that. Like she was already filming us, like trying to do confessionals and stuff while we were there. As soon as she got in the house, mind you, when we got to the house, we waited for her like 6 hours. It felt like, and she kept saying she was around the corner. We went to the mall, walked around the mall, shopped around the mall, ate at the mall, slowly walked back to our cars, was stuck in traffic on the way back, and she still wasn't there when we got back to the Airbnb. So she took all day to get there. As soon as she got there, it was only one person filming, and it was her whatever he was, her boyfriend, fiance, husband, I don't know.
Was he filming from an iPhone?
He was filming from a very small camera. And we were like, where's the rest of the camera crew? Like, where's the big microphones and the lights and the other people that are going to be filming other things while, other people are getting filmed? Like, we can't just have one camera and a camera without a mic at that. Like, you're not even going to be able to hear what we're saying. So, like, it was horrible. It was low-key like we were getting, like, just videotaped. You could basically say we were getting videotaped off of an iPhone, basically, because that's the type of... It was worse than iPhone quality. Like, my iPhone would have recorded better than that.
It was a GoPro that people put on the motorcycle.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. So,
I'm so sorry to hear that. That's so sad. And you want to do that again. You want it to be more of maybe a legit company.
Yes, I want it to be more legit. And this time I'm doing my research. I'm like, right now I am, trying to be casted on like a couple different shows, but I'm asking a lot of questions. I understand a lot of hosts get offended when their cast asks a lot of questions because they think we're trying to doubt them, or they think that we think that they don't have stuff together. But it's not that. It's the fact that we want to protect ourselves. Like, we have to spend money to even go to these places. Like, some of these shows pay for your transportation. They pay for all the expenses except, your food or whatever. Right. But like, That's the kind of show I'm looking to be on. I'm not looking to pay for everything to get there. Like, if you want me to be on your show, you got to show me you want me to be on your show. Don't just say, "Oh, I want you to be on my show," but you got to pay for everything, and then when I get there, it's bullshit. Like, no.
That is sorry for me yawning. I don't even know where that came from, but that is crazy. But at the end of the day, you guys didn't physically fight the lady, correct? You physically
No,
didn't put your hands on her.
we didn't get a chance to because when everyone was coming at her, she disappeared. Like, she had a couple of other girls coming at her because she was starting drama with a couple of reality TV stars that we know from Now That's TV. They also lived in Louisiana, Baton Rouge, and they were supposed to be special guests on our show. They were also supposed to be special guests on, like, our flow, basically just helping, get our show out there because they're pretty known people from other networks. So, you know, she basically just started a whole bunch of drama with them. She was telling them that we were gonna jump them, and like was telling them like, um, she basically was playing both sides. Like, was telling us that she was on our side and they weren't gonna do nothing to us, and da 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 da. Then was going back and telling them like, oh yeah, the only reason I brought them out here was because I wanted them to be closer to you guys, so you guys could fight. Like, it was just so much drama.
That you know what, that sucks, because you really are trying to get yourself out there, and then having these dumb people, you know, try to break your spirit. So
Yeah, and her.
don't. Mhm.
Sorry, you can go ahead.
I was gonna say, just don't let them break your spirit. I mean, you got a beautiful soul. I know you personally, and
Hmm.
you're a bright star. Just don't let people break your spirit. You'll find something that is your blessing, not something out there. You'll find your right niche for you. You know,
Right.
don't
Hmm.
rush it. Don't rush the process. Do your research. I would say do your research a little bit before you even get out there. But I have some questions. But okay, so you're saying the lady before you? Okay, sorry. What were you about to say?
Um, I forgot.
But
It's
it just
so
went.
much.
I know it went down, and it
It's
was
so
you have to
much.
be there to be there, and you really don't want to relive it again. But we're gonna learn from this lesson, right?
Yeah, it's just so much. It's so much that I'm like trying to fit into the story because it's a lot.
It is. It's crazy. I mean, but at the end of the day, you guys, the lady never showed. She came for 2.2 seconds, and after hell broke loose, she vanished once again
Right.
and left you guys
Hmm.
out there pretty much on your own.
Yeah, basically. Didn't even care that some of us were, this was our first time ever flying, being in a different state. Like, she didn't care that, some of the girls even came and they were like on their last bit of money because they spent so much money just trying to get out there.
Mm.
So, like, it was just all bad for some of the girls. I'm glad me and mine were already prepared.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the next trip is nothing like this. But I do have to ask.
Definitely.
I have to ask like just a few questions, just for shits and giggles. Um, what are some of the things you do to relieve intense or stressful days like that? What do you do?
Smoke.
I heard that, girl. Are you an indica or a sativa lady?
I love indica. Like, I cannot deal with sativa because it raises my anxiety, but I love indica. It just makes me feel calm and makes me feel good, and it relaxes me, especially when I'm irritated.
I get it. I mean, I'm a weed smoker, but my thing is, and I used to work at a weed dispensary, so I can look at it and tell you what the ingredients are. That's because
Mhm.
sativa is really good. It helps you. It's a creative. Um,
Mhm.
uh, uh, it's a creative in, plant. So I
Right.
do it for my writing. And sometimes people don't understand the levels that's on those bottles, and I actually know how to read it and say, no, you don't need that. You need this. This is what's making you have anxiety, because I've heard that. I did some research,
Mhm.
but I like indica too. Don't get me wrong. I would like to knock the heck out.
And
So that.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
I have smoked some sativa that's good for me, but like, I don't know which ones give me anxiety, so I just choose to stay away from it entirely.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, okay. But if you take me to a dispensary with you, I'll help you figure out which one
Yeah,
that's not that what the ingredients that you need. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a
yeah,
little bit
just
of
a
that.
little
Yeah.
bit. Cause I could do
Huh?
hybrid. I could do a hybrid, but I cannot just do straight sativa. Well, depending on sativa, I don't know my weeds like that. I just know the indica, sativa, and hybrid. I
Mm-hmm.
know I do lean more towards the indica dominant or like indica.
Okay. Well, you know that much.
Yeah, that's all I know.
What is your favorite color?
Blue.
Okay, like sky blue, deep blue.
I like like a topaz blue,
What's a
like a ocean,
topaz?
kind of
Oh,
like almost close to like a oceany mixed with a sky blue. If that makes sense.
okay, okay. I like that. Do you like animals?
I do.
Which ones?
I love tigers. That's my favorite animal.
Yeah, that
Um,
yeah. What would them? Okay, them. So we ain't gonna get no tigers in no house with them babies. You can't have no tigers.
okay, so
There'll be a snack.
as far as house animals, I would prefer to choose to deal with dogs. I grew up with cats and dogs my whole life. And birds and fishes. Like I had all types of animals, but I grew to dislike cats because they play too much.
Okay.
They like to attack you out of nowhere and bite your feet and just run up to you and slap you, and I don't like that. I prefer to deal with my little dog. I can talk to like a toddler and that's gonna listen.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, okay. um, let's see here. We're almost about to wrap this up here. You said you were in a relationship. I think you said you and your man. Is this
hmm
a long? Is this a long years of relate? Is this a beginning or a new one? Because the listeners don't know.
This is a long one.
And
A long one.
the way you say it is
We've been
long, girl.
together
It's
for a
long.
long time. A
But
long time.
but you know what? It ain't nothing out there in them streets. But
It's not.
issues. But issues. You gotta just
hmm
work it out. You're just gonna have to work it
Yeah.
out. We all just need to sit down, buckle up, and work. If you see something that's in that person and you're willing to work it out, you guys can talk and work out a relationship and make it work for you two. Who cares about who sees the outside and know your business as long as it's working for you guys.
Right.
You know what I mean? Okay.
hmm
And so you say you do hair. Would you like to tell the listeners or anybody, like, do you book hair, or do you work at a studio? How do you get your clients, and how can
So
they book you to maybe do their hair?
So currently, I do hair and I do makeup. At the moment, I
You
am
said do do.
doing. I said do.
I do. I do
I
hair.
do. I do. I do hair. My bad. I do hair and I do makeup and um. Hold on. Let me be right back so I can get the proper spelling for my Instagram page so you guys can follow me.
Okay, and just send it to me so I can add it to whatever I need to.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. But let me plug my little thing. And even though you see Misty Happiness, the Sfingot, where's that? The Sfingati goddess back here. Oh, okay, I'll pause on my
Okay.
I'll pause on me. Go for it.
Okay. So on my hair page, you can follow me at Metis_beauty222. That's spelled METIS_beauty BEAUTY 222. There I have a little bit of my hair and my makeup. I don't have a lot of newer, pictures of my hair and makeup, but I'm a goat.
Okay, send me that information, the MT2 and all that, so I can put it under here under this podcast,
Okay.
like, as much as I can get you out there. But
Okay.
okay, so we're gonna wrap this up. And thank you for this sit down. Thank you so much. It was a blessing to have you. Okay, Nate.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you so much for having me. I am so happy that you had me tell my story, my little
oh,
crazy story.
it was a pleasure. Anytime. Maybe we'll have you back when you have your show. Who knows?
Yes.
I'll have you
Thank
back. The
you.
door is always open. You know our number.
Alrighty. Yep. Alrighty.
Wait,
Thank you.
Well, thank you again. And thank you guys for tuning in to Miss D Happiness, the Svengati Goddess. You can find us on Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast or watch your podcast. I'm sorry about all the couple of other weeks that I wasn't on here, but we're back. Even if I had to be on here by myself, promoting whatever, but I'm here every once a week. We don't know what day. We can't promise a day because everyone's busy. So, but thank you again, and thank you for the Giving Water for being our first sponsor to the Svengati Goddess. And you have a blessed day. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye. Thank you guys for tuning in once again to Miss D. Like I said, once a week I'll be here. Even if I have to be here by myself, it doesn't even matter. I have to get this off the ground. But thanks again. And I was going to say about the Giving Water. If you take the Chug challenge and make a donation of whatever you like and post a video and tag a friend, it's a good cause. They're hydrating America. Once again, have a blessed and beautiful day. Thank you. Bye.